Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Austin. I'm joined by my friend Neal here. And today we're going to be talking about Aromas de Salazar. Rana, what are you yelling about? Anyway, Rana, it is live. My fiance is in the building in the chat saying it's not live. It's working.
Not live.
She said, stop. She's having Vietnam flashbacks to the time that we first did this. But anyway, I see there's some people on here. I appreciate you. Hey, Joel. Some other people I'm not familiar with. Neal did say he posted this in one of his Discord groups, so it's probably where these fellows are from. I appreciate you guys being here. But anyway, we'll start. I'll start with my son of the day, and then we'll go through the chat. We'll share our son of the days, and then we'll go through the chat and catch up, and then get to the video topic here.
Yes.
So today I wore Boys 1920 Scores of Forza, which this was the first time that I've worn it. I sprayed it last night when I got it in the mail. And my immediate thought was, this is a lot. And I mean a lot, like Xerzhoff Renaissance. And I said that in my Son of the Day post this morning too. And then Neal enlightened me, actually. He sent me 2 pictures of a note breakdown. He said, well, no wonder they smell very similar. And he sent me like 2 identical note breakdowns between Scores of Forza and Renaissance. And he had me guess which one it was. And I got it wrong. It was 50-50. I got it wrong. But anyway, this stuff is very nice. I have been accused of overspraying, and
yeah, that was fun when he got it.
No, it wasn't all the way full. This can hold 13 ml.
Okay, and he had 10 ml sent to him.
Yeah, so I probably used
that looks like
two.
quite a few mLs.
Listen, it's nice.
I was saying to him, how do you know if you're an oversprayer? If you get a 10 ml and you only got 5 ml after the first day of wearing it.
Guilty as charged, I guess. But yeah, if you're familiar with Xerzhoff Renaissance, this smells almost identical. I would say the main difference is that Scores of Forza is a bit more citrusy, whereas Renaissance, if you're familiar, has a lot more of that green mintiness comes through. This has it as well, but I would say that's the main difference. This is more citrus versus Renaissance is more green after that initial 2-minute opening of Renaissance. So really nice stuff. Yeah, I guess I'll probably get 1 or 2 more wearings out of that, and I'll probably be good. I like the scent, but I don't feel so captured that I need to buy a bottle, that sort of thing. So it's a good one. Check it out if you haven't, or if you want something in the vein of Renaissance, or you like that profile. It's extremely redundant if you own it. Don't do that. But if you want, you could test it out, get a 2 ml or something, and see what I mean. But it's pretty good scent. What are you wearing today, Neal?
I am wearing a Xerzhoff Seraphim Blue.
Oh boy!
And here's the reveal.
Wow, that's a big dent.
That's a bit of a dent for a year.
A big dent. How many sprays are you spraying of that? That's
depend.
That's half the bottle knocked out.
Like 6. Like I'll do 6, but
I
also refresh a lot because I love the opening so much.
Right. The opening of that is really good.
Yeah.
Well, what does that one smell like for people that don't know? I feel like a lot of people in here do know, but
it's off the top. You get the eucalyptus, and it's kind of blue. I used to say that I'd never get the coconut, and it was just kind of like the creaminess. But as it's matured over the year, I do get a little bit more coconut in it. But it's sea salty accord, like it's
I think it's kind of ozonic, like beach air sort of thing. I never got the coconut when I owned that bottle, so maybe it's just a thing as it's matured.
Yeah, I think so. And then it goes through the mid and the the kind of crisp apple kind of goes away, and the eucalyptus kind of like fades down, and then you kind of have this like your favorite thing, soapy lavender, soapy, freshy, clean lavender.
Yes, sir.
In the mid, and you know, actually, the mid is kind of like the worst part of the fragrance for me.
I see what you mean.
When it gets to the dry down, it gets close to the opening, but the opening is still the best for me. That's why that's why it's as low as it is, because I keep spraying to smell the opening again and again.
You sprayed 6 times, but you reapplied 3.
Three times a day.
That's probably what I did.
Yes.
But all right, well, let's catch up on the chat. Joel is wearing Collage Shiaka Red. We planned that, if that wasn't clear. This is a really good take on Reflection Man, which is my favorite fragrance ever. So gets the stamp of approval for me. If you want something that's kind of close enough, yeah, I should have grabbed Reflection. It's right there. It's literally right there. I could, but
yeah. Now we're going.
Yeah, really, really good clone of it. I won this from Ross, and I'm not mad about it. This is a good one. This was me in a bottle, so I'm happy about it. But
better than the one I won.
That was pretty funny. I'm glad we did that. Master T Banner. That is a elite name. What's up?
Meme Daddy, as he's known in the group.
Meme Daddy. What up, Meme Daddy? Thanks for joining in here. Son of the days. ATH Daddy. Well, that's crazy too, because I have this right here. What?
I only got a little decant.
Wow. Did we plan this or something? What the fuck?
No. Actually, mine was right there, though, right in front of me.
This is my favorite Aaron Terrence Hughes by far.
It might be mine too.
It's staying in the collection. Yeah. All the other ones, they could come and go. I sold a lot of them already. Daddy is here to stay.
I think if I was to get a bottle, it might be of Daddy.
Or Zeus, I think as it's known now.
Oh, yeah, they did change it, didn't they?
Because he changed the names to be more PG.
Yeah.
But he's still releasing names of... Just go look at the new spring 25 Equinox collection.
Exactly.
From
I don't get it. Why
there's
that's okay, but Daddy is bad.
Blank blue, blank red.
A professional lady of the night, let's just say.
Yeah.
Or person of the night.
Yes, sir. Roxanne red and Roxanne blue.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Grana's in here, whatever. Sunday, whatever Austin sprayed this morning near my clothes. I didn't spray anything near your clothes. I sprayed this, and you saw me spray it on my Son of the Day post. I sprayed it outside. So what's on her clothes is probably yesterday, and that was Gray Charnel X-Ray.
Oh, that would last on our clothes, that's for sure.
All right, so Rana had a doctor's appointment yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I kissed her goodbye in the morning. She went to the doctor's appointment. Her doctor said, "Wow, your perfume smells great." She said, "Oh, thanks. I'm actually not wearing anything, so whatever's on me is from my fiance when he, kissed me." And she's like, "Oh, well, it smells good."
Whatever.
Saga's in the chat. Mugler Alien, old reliable for Saga. I feel like it's either Coco Mademoiselle or Mugler Alien.
I'll just hold up an amen.
There you go. That's one I don't have. I do have a decant of Phantasm and a couple of the other ones like Argo Stanye and Taste of Fragrance and good stuff.
You should put that Taste of Fragrance.
Rana is literally working from home right now, by the way, and she's still in the chat, so I appreciate that.
You should put that Taste of Fragrance in that box for.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one
to try out.
Lots of spicy chili pepper. All right, I want to make sure I'm not missing anyone. Saying what's up. M15 Anthrop. Am I saying that right? I'm guessing this is another person from your Discord group. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you coming to hang out.
The parfum's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yes, another day Aqua de Jo Parfum. Again, it's right over there. Actually, it's not. I took that one to work. It's in my drawer at work in the file cabinet. That's a good one. People in the office like it, even the people that report to me to HR. Excuse me. Vincent's here. Is Vincent from your Discord too? I thought I recognized him. He's been in here before. Hey, yep. Vincent, thanks for joining in. Drop your send the day below.
It ain't going to be an ATH, that's for sure.
House favorite? Is he not a big Aaron? What's a house fave? Aqua de Joe Parfum? It smells good. I have a 30 ml bottle of that. Saying hi to Rana. Hit that. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Yeah. I just do this live stream stuff. I don't really pay attention to the metrics. You know, it's funny. My long form content gets views, right? I mean, understandably so. Small channel. I'm not trying to get in the algorithm. If I wanted to, I could chase that. I'm not really super invested in that right now. But the funny thing is, I do these send of the day posts on Wednesday Tuesday night or Wednesday when I'm doing the live stream. And the last one I did was Megamare. It was just a random video of hey, here's Megamare, blah, 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 blah. By the way, doing a live stream. It's at 1,500 views. Anyway.
Right. Got to keep doing the short.
You're going to go heavy with that Seraphim Blue. Do 8 of that one. Hell yeah. Joel knows what's up. Layering blue and red. I could try that. I don't have blue anymore. I have red. I have a sample of red over there.
You should try it. If you have a little bit of blue left, you should try layering them.
More coconut since it matured. Huh. Well, actually, I might have blue because I think they sent me blue instead of Coco Loco, but that's a whole nother story.
Yes.
The Discord guys know how I feel about ATH. Well, I'd love to be enlightened at some point. I'm sure that's a funny story. I love hanging out in the sillage of Seraphim Blue when Sean wears that one. It is really nice. I have one scent memory with it that I like with Rana when we were hanging out in St. Petersburg. But yeah, it's a good one. It's always near. Yeah, okay, so she's telling the story. Yeah, this was Gris Charnel.
Yeah, the extrait, that stuff lasts a long time.
This is why we're getting married. Same brand.
One mind.
Misanthrope. Okay. Misanthropy? I don't know how to say that. I'm glad you're here. I wish I could pronounce your name. I feel like a big bozo.
Misanthrope.
Scent of the day is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Capri in Love. I've never tried that. As funny as it is, I know that's literally a classic, like the Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue line with Intense and all its spikers. I think I've only smelled it once or twice. I just haven't seeked it out at all.
I hear it only lasts 2 hours.
Even so, I mean, if it's cheap, just keeps raining.
Yeah.
Yeah, the short, I don't know what it is. I guess YouTube just wants to be TikTok these days, and it just pushes the shorts way more than long form, which is the reason I stopped posting on TikTok, because I didn't like the short form, but that's just me. Got to do what you got to do to, I guess, get in the algorithm and do all the clone content that you want to get all the TikTok people. But yeah, I'm not super interested in that, if I'm being honest. Capri in Love is new.
Yeah, it's a new one.
There's Italian Love. There's all these other ones. There's probably 20 flankers of that. Dan, not the man. How's it going, everyone? So they created.
Hey, Dan.
Aventus Cologne is one that I could see myself getting a bottle of. Really can.
It's probably my favorite.
It just works. It just works so well. I don't know what there is to say. That's classic Creed cologne. It works, and especially for where I live, I have an Alexandria version of that I keep at work. It's a 30 ml, and I'm probably 1 ml from finishing that bottle. And at that point, I don't know what I'm going to do because I still want to smell it. I've killed a 5 ml sample of the real thing.
There's a little bit left in this one.
Neal doesn't like Creed, would never buy Creed, and he likes that. So
yeah.
I think it's unisex. All right, we got to get it kicking here in a second, but that's all right. Yeah, Rana is looking for a wedding scent, and funny enough, I already told you, Neal, this, but her favorite one that she smelled so far has actually been Pacific Chill. So, Anyway,
You can find a small decant of that on.
right? Or do we get Luciano Coastal Breeze or
There you
something?
go.
Who knows? His wife loves it, Rihanna. All right. I guess we're gonna go to Sephora or something.
Scientifically proven.
Oh yes. So Joel, I asked Joel, and apparently he was so wait. Okay, I just had to make sure that I wasn't about to have egg on my face. I asked Joel the other day to wear this Narcotica release, Limonada, so that he could tell me in this forum how it was. He said it's great smell, but nothing special or different. See, that's kind of what I thought. People play into the hype. Do you hear anything about Mythman anymore?
I only
for him or whatever.
see Mythman on sale.
Or sorry, mystery for him. Mythman is like a homage, isn't it?
Yeah, Myth. But I've only seen Mystery on sale now by secondhand sellers.
Yeah, what is it, like $140 for a 50 ml or something?
Yeah. Even though if you actually get it from Thailand, it's like $50.
That's Fragcom. What can we say?
Yep.
Oman Luxury Voyage is a fresh incense. That sounds really nice because I love incense. The reality is I can't wear it all that often. Next Monday or Tuesday, I'll be putting on Perroy Gold Fawn. Is that the one that Ross loved?
If you want to wear incense in the summer, let me hold on just a second.
Oh, Perroy Gold Fawn is the one that Ross loved.
You should get yourself a bottle of that.
Shinodo Dark. That's what Neal wore last Wednesday.
That's right. That's some fresh incense.
Joel, definitely let me know how the Perroy is. I know that Ross went gaga for that, which is crazy. Because he said it's better than Ani. So we'll see. All right. We'll have to try it out. Jason. Oh, you get an actual live stream clap, not a soft live stream clap. You get a live stream clap. Shout out to Jason. That is one of my absolute favorites. Creative Rolfa. Holy shit. That's fantastic. Huge believer fragrance has no gender. Yes, but I think that there's stuff that personally I just wouldn't pull off, basically.
I mean,
it's each their own. Right.
I don't see nothing hanging from the
Exactly. No, that's a very good outlook, honestly. I will try anything. It's just once I spray it, I make the determination whether or not I think I could pull it off or not.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? It's not bad, but it doesn't last on my skin. I don't know. Is it the good old nose fatigue, or is it really just not all that strong?
Yeah. Are you spraying enough, bro?
Just giving you a hard time. I believe you. I know nothing about that brand other than that was all that was posted on Fragrance Marketplace for about a week or two.
Yeah.
Talking about Amouage Mythman, that is similar to. Oh. Apparently pretty similar to it. Nice. Summer Dream from Myth. See, all right, let's see what's in that, I guess, and then we'll transition. We might have to cut out some of this other stuff, but that's all right. We gotta engage chat. I gotta say what's up. All right, so here, let me do this real quick.
The first use of the second screen.
Yes, sir. Summer Dream from Myth. Fresh, spicy, woody, aromatic, sweet. Pink pepper, orange pear, nutmeg, rose, jasmine, fir, cedarwood, vetiver, moss, patchouli, and musk.
Is this the one that was, who perfumed this one?
Every time I see pear, I think of Ex Nihilo. I don't know. I think like the Blue Palace. I was almost expecting to see like pear Akigawa wood.
Yeah.
Ah! Yeah. Okay. Well, that's enough screen time for that then. That's funny. All right. Well, with that, I guess I'll keep it pulled up here. So we're going to get into this right here. Actually, let me show this in all its glory.
There it is. Beautiful box.
Aromas de Salazar Discovery. So this thing is really nice.
Yeah.
And this was provided to by Neal. And there are 10 fragrances in here, I think. So we'll go through them.
And
I've
they're
smelled a
nice
few of them, but I have not smelled all of them. And we're going to go from left to right, which is kind of anticlimactic because I think this is probably the best one, but that's all right. Starting with Blueberry Morning. Should I put it up? Where are you? One moment, please. All right. You joining? Rana just came in the room. All right, so Blueberry Morning. I have smelled this before. I vaguely remember it, but we'll spray it again. What I remember was kind of a blueberry muffin sort of thing and animalic notes of like civet, castoreum type thing. You want to smell it too? It has grown on me a lot, I have to say. I do like this one. It's got something a little funky in it, all right? That's for sure. But it's not overbearing at all. It gives it nuance instead of smelling just like a scented body lotion type of thing, which I didn't really talk about it, but the one thing that I'll kind of preface all of this Aromas de Salazar talk is that Michael seems like a really cool guy, but he focuses on trying to make sense as natural as he can. He uses some aroma chemicals, but I think, and I could quote from his website here, he prides himself on the use of naturals. Let me read it here. Better yet, let me share that real quick.
Yeah, let's share that. Thirteen seconds later.
Okay. Yeah, so I put this in the description here, but here's Michael's blurb. Here at Aromas de Salazar, we are dedicated to creating the highest quality and most unique fragrances. Let me move this over so I can see what's going on. Oh, shoot, it didn't even add.
There you go.
Thinking outside the box and the norms of your everyday designer and niche fragrances to bring you something truly special, which these definitely are. Everything is made by hand, drop by drop, to ensure you get the same top quality product in every bottle. Same top quality in every bottle. Sourcing these ingredients can be tedious. I'll let you guys read it. But basically, the gist is that he likes to use really good naturals, and he likes to use mostly naturals. It's not 100% naturals, but he does what he can. So that's going to be a huge talking point, because a lot of the talk about this brand is that they smell nice, but they're kind of maybe missing a little piece to make it really perfumey. But they do smell very good. And they're definitely unique. But just wanted to preface that, and then there's Michael there.
There's Michael there.
Because that's probably going to be some of my common feedback of like, I like it, but I think I would like it more personal taste-wise if it had this, maybe fixative or something like that, which is completely fine. But this is definitely a brand that I can respect here. So let me go back to Fragrantica and we'll talk about what's in this. But yeah, I get just kind of a blueberry, fruity, slight animalic, but nothing stinky. It's been a while since I tried it on skin. We got a lot here. I don't want to try this one on skin right now, but I remember kind of the oud animalic part coming out a bit more on skin versus the strip.
Yeah, it does come out a little bit more on skin.
Yes, Rana? Do you want it on your hand?
She like, let me try.
Maybe not this one. I don't know if you'll like this one all that much.
Hey, let her smell this thing, and she says she likes it. Then try it on skin.
She said, Black Cherry Merlot from Bath and Body Works is what Rana said. I don't know, y'all. But anyway, let's see what's in here. saffron, blueberry, gardenia, and oud. And I'm pretty sure Michael is the one that put this stuff in, so I think that's kind of it, right?
Pretty simple note break.
I don't know.
I gotta
Neal,
say,
what's your take on this one? I like it probably the most of what I've smelled so far.
for what I've tried in the brand, which is what you have in the set, this is by far my favorite Aromas de Salazar fragrance by a long shot. I think it has the most character of all of them. It has the most complexity to all of them.
Right.
And again, like what I've tried, which is just that set. So I've only tried 10 fragrances of the house. Oh, wait, that's not exactly 100% true. So I do have...
Right. I gave you some samples of the discontinued ones. Right?
Yeah. I've got blueberry, Chypre here.
Right.
Yeah, and the other two little...
I gave you Vanilla Fantasy, and I also had Blueberry
Oud
Chypre,
Cola.
and there was
Cola
a Oud.
Oud.
Yeah.
But this one by far is my favorite because, like I said, it has the most interesting notes for me. The blueberry in it is some of the most natural blueberry I've smelt in a fragrance. And the oud and the saffron and the gardenia just give it a
really
lot of
balanced together. It's very seamless.
Yeah. I think this is his most popular
Absolutely.
fragrance of the house.
Yes.
And you smell it and you can see why, because yes, it is not a designer. It is not everyone's gonna, I should say everyone, majority of people aren't gonna love this.
Yep.
But when you smell it and you get it, you really get it. And as Justin would always say, if it's decisive or divisive, it's
Distinctive.
great perfumery. No, he says distinctive too, but he says if you hate it or love it, if there's a group that hates it and a group that loves
Polarizing, right? Yeah.
Then you know you have good perfumery.
Right. So that means Sauvage Eau Forte is going to be, or Eau Forte is going to be a classic then, right?
In the long term, who knows?
When it gets discontinued, it's going to be $400 on eBay.
Yeah, people are going to be like, oh, I can't believe they canceled this.
Right. How could they do that? How'd they get rid of Profumo? Oh my God.
They don't understand.
They got rid of Pure Malt or Pure Havan and Profumo.
Mm-hmm.
Right. How many times have you seen it?
Yep.
But anyway, I want to get caught up on the chat. I see Christine is in here too.
Ooh,
Joel. Yes, Orange Oudsicle is in here. We're going to get to that one here in just a little bit. Arolfa and a Cuban cigar smelling amazing. That does sound awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself this evening. Thanks for being in here, man. Blueberry Morning is fire. I like it a lot. Christine, good to see you. Thanks for being in here. I was looking forward to looking and watching that live stream with Robes, and I guess it got canceled. You might have to tell me if there's any tea behind that or if Mark actually got sick. But good to see you in here. Appreciate you stopping by. Scent of the Day, Britney Spears Fantasy. I'm not familiar with that one. Let's look it up. Well, I mean, we're already on the thing. A pink bottle. Sweet, fruity, tropical, fresh, and chocolate.
Huh. Didn't see the chocolate coming. Oh, it's white chocolate.
This is funny. You know, I told the story about the coworker that she got Bianco Latte.
Mm-hmm.
This was her signature scent before. Like, she was going to buy another bottle of this. And then I came back with that sample of Bianco Latte. She said, that's it. I'm buying that.
Brittany's gone.
But anyway, saying hi. But anyway, good to see you, Christine. Thanks for being in here. Let's move it on to, I guess we'll just go from left to right. The next one is Cedrat Summer, which I don't believe I've smelled this one yet. Spray it. See if there's anything that catches my nose in the air, and I'll try and pull it up over here. Let me know if I scroll by it on accident. I don't know. I didn't see it on the way down. There it is. Citrus sweet sand aldehydic. There is something kind of aldehydic about it. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of this one.
I gotta tell you, this one's interesting. This is one of the ones that developed better on paper the longer it sat there. I mean, when I say the longer, I mean a week later.
This, I get citrus, but I can tell that there's something woody in there. And I guess maybe now that I see the word aldehydic, maybe this is what I'm getting, but I'm getting kind of this like airy, like clean thing to it. But this one to me doesn't seem like it's coming together to where it's kind of evolving like a scent, like a perfume. It just kind of smells kind of like a mashup right now. And that's, again, this is on the strip, right? So I'm not judging it exactly for what it is on the skin, but I don't know. This one is kind of perplexing. I don't really know how to describe it. It just kind of smells like citrus woods and maybe something kind of clean. From what I remember now, there was something kind of similar about this in, I think, Vanilla Fantasy. But let's see what's in here. Lime, aldehydes, mango. Whoa. All right. This looks completely different than what I'm smelling right now. I don't know what mezcal is. Is this like a tequila?
Yep. I believe it is.
Palm leaf, Davana, oak moss. I mean, you guys see the note breakdown. This is looking like a rose dove.
Almost. I think you need like 5 more.
Yeah, it needs more in the mid to be a rosé, right?
Yeah.
Rana's going to smell it too. She's going to give her opinion. Rana said, I like that one.
Oh, there you go.
You want to spray it on? Come here. Keep the strip. You're good. Keep the strip. What do you think, Neal? Anything else you want to say about this one? I would have to put it on skin and try it.
I think this is one that you would need to experience over the day to get a full understanding of it. Yeah. It did have this clean element to it. So you did, like you said, it was citrus and woody. It's kind of weird because it like you said, they don't come off like traditional perfumes.
No,
right? They don't come off like traditional fragrances. They're very different to the norm. And it's challenging in that way because you're
expecting it to come together like a normal fragrance, and it kind of smells like there's a little bit here. It's not like coming down and like, ooh, I got lime and mango and booze here.
Yeah.
Merging down. It's kind of
like when you bring your hand up to your nose and you can smell as you're coming in, you smell the different elements as you're coming in. This is kind of like it's all there, you know? And it's hard to pick that all out. You actually have to wait until they dissipate. Wait until the top notes dissipate.
Yeah.
To get to the middle notes, and then waits to the middle notes dissipate to get to the base notes.
It's interesting for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't really know if I have too much more to say about that one. I'll have to come back to it at some point. The next one we're going to go to is Eau de Chypre. Eau de Chypre. Eau de Chypre. I took 3 years of French. You think I would learn how to say it, but the juice on this looks awesome. I gotta tell you that. This looks like an Argos in here.
I think it also, some of the colors have deepened over the course of the time that you.
I'm sure they have.
Yeah.
Ooh, I see Blaine's in here. That means we can talk about Rosendo Mateo number 5.
Quick swap to Mateo number 5.
You see that?
Stain. Don't spray that on your clothes, folks.
Ooh, this one's kind of good. Eau de Chypre. I'm getting like a leather suede rose sort of thing, and if it's a Chypre, I'm guessing it's got to have oak moss and some other facets in there that make it a Chypre. I think it's just oak moss and citrus, right?
Yeah.
But I would be absolutely floored if there's not some sort of leather or saffron type thing in here. If he uses naturals, I'm guessing he's going to say that it's saffron, or some sort of suede type thing with rose, maybe some other citrus note, and oak moss. That's kind of my guess. We'll see. But I like this one. This one is actually pretty good. I'm trying to find it here. You guys can see what I'm dealing with. There it is. Woody, powdery, citrus, musky. Actually, it does. All right, this is really weird. This developed very quickly on the strip. I did get kind of a powdery, woody rose sort of thing at first. And now it does seem prominently woody. I like this one. I'm intrigued.
Can we see a full wearing?
Lemon, bergamot, peach. Okay, there are rose and powdery notes. Okay, sweet. Forest root. I love forest root. Patchouli, oak moss, castoreum, mastic, animal notes, papanax. So it's very resinous and balsamic. And animalic. This note breakdown looks awesome.
I found it got the longer it sat, the smokier it got. For sure.
I kind of want to spray this one on my skin. It looks like murder on your hand.
Right.
Red.
Just murdered somebody.
Huh. I'll let that develop, but what do you think? So it gets smoky as it goes, and
Yeah, for me it got smokier as it developed.
this is literally insane. That was like one or two sprays from the decant, and you can see that discoloration.
And I'm
right?
gonna tell you, man, you can literally, if you name that, like put a little letter, like lettering on it, that will stay like that for weeks,
I'm sure it will.
and you will still be able to smell it for weeks.
I don't so much get the fruity elements or the citrus and peach to this at all, actually.
Yeah.
Interesting. Let's catch up on that chat real quick. Let's make sure I'm not missing anything. Mezcal is a liquor from an agave plant. Okay, cool. Thanks for sharing that. I wouldn't have known that. Maybe also trying fragrances in the hot summer sun might bring out some of the notes. Yeah, for sure. Some of my favorite fragrances absolutely blossom as soon as you get some heat. Enter Megamare, Bergamask.
And I mean, I have to imagine he lives in San Diego, you know,
Right.
he probably does the same thing.
I don't think it gets this. It gets all right. So it gets warm there. It gets hot there.
Oh, yeah,
I don't think it gets as hot.
Oh, it doesn't get, no, it doesn't get as humid.
That's
as it does
true.
in Florida. But it gets pretty hot down in San Diego.
I'm curious. Let's see. Let's do a temperature check right now, because right now I'm working with 84 in Tampa. San Diego. Yeah, real feel, I'm informed by my lovely assistant, was 100 yesterday. San Diego is 70 right now. But yes, to your point, I'm sure he creates them with that in mind.
Mhm.
All right, Blaine's in the house, which means I can change gears too. Should we? Is that going to mess up the flow?
Why not? Interlude here.
Huh?
Interlude just for Blaine.
Sure, I'm game for that. All right, so Blaine says no Rosendo Mateo number 5 talk. However, I must inform you, that's one of my favorite fragrances, and I here have a decant of the Rosendo Mateo number 5 elixir that I want to spray live on camera for you right now as a treat. So, can I get a drum roll? Come on, this is exciting. Blaine's got to be. I got to see a Blaine comment pop up, or like a Joel comment. This is special. We're taking a brief pause from the Aromas de Salazar. Okay. So that's the original. All right, number 5, Elixir. As a treat, you say? Yes, it is a treat for me.
Hey, might be a treat for you too, Blaine.
I'm expecting this to I shouldn't even have to come close to smell it. I don't even have to come close to smell it. It smells really good, but it literally smells like the one that I already own.
Now you almost need to do a side-by-side.
I kind of do. Brianna, do you want to grab that for me? Number 5? Top left in the back. You tall enough for that? It's behind Radical Rose.
One moment, please.
One moment, please. Yes, that one. Thank you. They do. All right. Well.
All right, Blaine. So he lied. He's gonna put. There is some Rosa Mateo number 5.
All right. So I just sprayed a couple sprays of this baby right here. Look at that dent. I just talked about how hot it is in here. Look at this dent. All right. Side by side, the Elixir has a little bit more radiance right now, but we'll see. Profile-wise, they smell identical as of right now, which is absolutely fucking awesome, by the way. Again, this is one of my favorite fragrances, so I like it. There's maybe a little bit more of the carnation coming out in it, actually. But, yeah, really nice. First impressions are great. If it was... I don't know. I know that this bottle is super expensive, so I can't suggest getting it over this one. Not unless it's at discounters already, which I'm sure it's not. So, would I recommend splurging for the Elixir over the original? No. Does the Elixir smell really good and rich? Yes. But can't go wrong with this one. This one is like $100 and one of the best.
From what I gathered, they just said that it is a true increase in oil concentration.
So they literally just upped the concentration?
Yeah, they kept the formula and just increased the concentration. But people, like the strawberry thing, though.
So I don't know that Fragrantica is wholly correct. I think I remember seeing strawberry and rhubarb in the note breakdown before, and there was definitely carnation in the original too, which I got out of the original. This just seems like it's more of the floral and maybe a bit of the strawberry note. The strawberry note was in the original too, Blaine. It just didn't show in Fragrantica like that, which was one of the elements that I really liked. It wasn't overtly fruity. It just added nuance. So, yeah, this stuff is nice. It doesn't seem like it's calming down either. I don't know. My nose might be cooked for anything else, but we'll see. But I wanted to share that for a second. I know we got to change gears back to it, but I have been wanting to smell this for over 24 hours, and I was withholding until this moment. So hopefully unsubscriber 23 can be happy about that. Some unisex fragrances I smelled over the years. I noticed that some are unisex blend, others might be split, feminine to start, and masculine, vice versa. Yeah, I can see what you mean. There's a couple that I can think of. As a treat, it is a treat. It kind of does look like the Mysenser bottles.
A little bit. Just a plate on a tall...
Unsubscriber 23, what's up? All right, let's switch gears back to Mr. Aromas de Salazar. And next we have Immortal Lust. I haven't smelled this one either. This one's also pretty dark.
I mean, they all are.
I like this one too. There's something zingy about this that I like, and that's kind of the best descriptive word I could use right now. It's got some tingle and effervescence to the nose, so I'm thinking maybe it's some sort of lime or something like that. Maybe not lime, maybe like lemon, but it's got effervescence to it.
No, you were right.
And it's kind of really, and it's kind of changing ways now to. There's something woody to this, but it's kind of a sweet wood. This is interesting. Let's check it out.
And it's immortelle, you know, the flower immortelle.
Warm, spicy, sweet. Warm, spicy. What do I hear? What do I smell in here that's warm, spicy? It's not cinnamon. I don't know. When I think warm, spicy, I immediately say, is there cinnamon? Is there... that sort of thing. And I don't think there is. This is nice. I might wear this one on skin too. Black currant tangerine. Ooh, this is a good looking note breakdown. Okay, so there's sugar in the note break. That makes sense where the woodiness was going. It was kind of sweet. I was like, I can't place this wood. I don't really get like a cedar wood or a sandalwood. It smelled woody.
Ebony wood too, because the ebony wood is.
I'm not super familiar with ebony wood. What's that in? Black lacquer. That would have been like the only one I've smelled from that.
Epiphany.
I have smelled that as well. There's lime. Okay, so I'm not crazy. This one's pretty good.
The zinginess you can get from the black currant too.
Yeah.
And a little bit of that ginger.
I just had a black currant dessert the other day. Right? It was Earl Grey tea and black currant and like I don't even know what it was. I'm looking at Rana. She was at some chocolatier place, and they had like fancy dessert treats, and that was one that I got to try, and it was very good. The black currant was very jammy, and I immediately thought of perfume. So,
and the immortelle in this one doesn't come off as like that maple syrup that sometimes it does.
I kind of get a little bit of that.
You do?
Now that you say that, I get a little bit of syrup. Are you coughing? My cat's coughing. I don't know if he's allergic or what.
Never know.
I don't know what it is. This picture of Immortelle makes me think of cauliflower.
I can see that.
But yeah, this is a surprise. I actually really like that one. Immortal Lust. Anything else you want to say about that one, Neal?
Another one that was like, I think I liked it a lot more once it dried down. The opening was a little like medicinal, a little bit to me.
A little bit
medicinal.
I could see what you mean.
Yeah. But then as it developed, as it dried down, I enjoyed it more. Not that medicinal is like not everybody is going like, oh, medicinal. As soon as you
I wonder if people compare this to anything else, actually. I'm not familiar with any of these.
Nope.
I see Tango right there, but I've never smelled that one.
I think I have some in here somewhere on the table. I think I felt that the Aromas de Salazar one is better than Tango. I didn't care.
I've never even heard of this Seven Gates brand.
Yeah, me neither.
Aromatic cannabis? Yeah, no, this doesn't smell anything like that. I think there's one in here that is a very cannabis one. Like Gesha or something like that. In this box. Not in the Aromas de Salazar, but in the box that you sent.
I think there is.
But anyway, Joel, you still here? Because next is Orange Oudsicle.
Yeah.
Friend. Oh my God, kill me. All right, there we are. Orange Oudsicle. Let's spray this. This is another super dark juice. Stained it. I get orange.
Mm-hmm.
I get a little bit of like this creamy vanilla, but it's not what you would be expecting.
Yeah, it's not like when you see a name like
Not
that.
a gourmand, I don't think.
Yeah,
This
no,
is like a clementine and vanilla beans sort of thing. Like this is,
but it's almost more like not. It's like the rind of the citrus, not the.
yeah. This kind of smells like your hands after you peel an orange
Yeah,
or a clementine, right? I'm not getting too much out of the strip. I'm guessing there's just as long as a note breakdown as all the other ones that we've seen, but
it's not as long.
there's maybe like some florals coming through right now.
Yeah,
I mean, I can look at the accords right now and have a guess. Almond and powdery, I'm guessing heliotrope. Because that's a floral kind of almond powdery thing. Bless you. It smells nice. It's not what I expected. Because when I first heard orange oudsicle, I was like, holy shit, that sounds amazing. And it's good, but I honestly am more wowed by Immortal Lust and the Eau de Sheep. Which, by the way, kind of smells like Zahara Black Rose. A little bit. You want to smell this one? Do you smell it? Rana says that it... Oh, this one tickled her nose. She said it smells very grandmotherly. I don't know. What's your take on this one, Neal? How are we looking some notes here?
I guess the name kind of threw me off a little bit, like it did for you.
Feels a little bit misleading.
Yeah, I was expecting one thing and kind of got something else.
Like I'm thinking of a creamsicle, right? Like I'm not thinking realistic citrus, and like it just it doesn't give that vibe.
Yeah. I almost got like powdered tang from it almost when I first smelt it.
I could kind of see that, yeah. Orange is one of my favorites, says Blaine. Well, I mean, give it a shot. It might be different for you. It might be way different on skin too, but on the strip, I'm not getting a whole lot. I definitely don't get oud, by the way.
Yeah, and there's certain things in there that I've never smelled, like coffee blossom.
Coffee blossom, I'm not even familiar with.
No idea what that smells like.
It's in Victoria's Secret Bombshell, Bogota, Colombia.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I am.
Yeah, that one.
I was hoping for more out of it just based on the name, but it certainly doesn't smell bad.
Yeah, and that one's another one where when I came back to it like a week later, I was like, this has gotten better. A week later,
maybe. All right. Ooh, this one sounds cool too. This one seems promising to me. This is Oud Fougère. Oud Fougère is a 2025 release. How so?
Maybe the whole bottle.
Really? All right. Well, I like Fougères and I don't mind oud, so we'll see. What kind of Fougère are you? Okay. This is old school Fougère for sure. This is like very fern, which is what Fougère translates to. It doesn't actually have a smell, but very green. Literally just super green and aromatic.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some sort of tie back to think of like Heritage or like Calvin Klein. Oh my God. What's the one that you have? What's the Calvin Klein that you have? It kind of smells like Obsession.
Okay.
It's got a little nod to no. It doesn't smell like your obsession. It smells like the men's obsession. Red mandarin, lavender. Wow. Cannabis. If I had to guess what a fougere with a weed note, that's exactly what I was thinking. If I had to guess if people have compared this to something, I'm guessing they've compared it to Heritage or Obsession. It does smell better, I think, than those, actually. This is more complex, but it's definitely got the old world barbershop fougere with that's like heavy lavender and very green, not very modern, I don't think.
Geranium is another one that's like typically in a lot of those.
The rosemary seems very heavy too.
Yeah.
Now that I see that.
Yeah, and tonka bean. That's another thing that's like.
Anna says she smells rosemary in the air right now. I don't know why that didn't click until I read that note and kind of smelled that, but yeah, it's definitely there. I don't so much get like the tonka feel to this at all, actually. Very green, very lavender. Geranium could be giving it a little bit of that like mintiness thing that that nose feel that it can do.
Yeah.
I don't so much. I mean, lime could be kind of doing the same thing, but I don't distinctively get the lime. Dracar Noir was his very first. You know, I gotta admit here, I don't even remember what Dracar Noir smells like. I've smelled it a few times. I'm sure I've smelled it in the air, right, growing up. I'm sure I could be taken back to a moment when I've smelled that on someone, but
did you live in Hawaii during those days?
Hey, there it is, Blaine.
Yep.
This is Fragrance Du Bois one. That's Eau Sauvage, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
London Oud. I haven't smelled this.
There's marine notes in that, huh?
Nah, that doesn't really. I don't know. It could smell somewhere. I haven't smelled Eau Sauvage. This is Daropor? Okay,
yeah,
Daroporum. Yeah. I haven't smelled that either. 1978. Yeah, it seems like of that time. Dracar Noir. Tyler Roche. There it is. Actually, it does look a lot like that, doesn't it?
The basil, lavender, lemon.
Lavender.
This has got carnation.
Yes, the basil was in it too, right?
Yep.
Huh. Maybe this is a Dracar Noir clone. Inspired take.
Inspired by, yeah.
Is this Beau de Jour? What is this one?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Agar Aura? Huh. Interesting. I expected something a little bit different, but what it delivered at least fits the name, so I'm not too displeased by it. What do you think about this one? Do you remember it?
I actually kind of don't remember this one too much, besides that it was kind of fougere, like the name suggested. It was fougeres.
I won't be wearing that one. It doesn't present the vibe that I'm looking to put out into the world, but it definitely gives a nod back to fragrances of earlier times, and it reminds me of something I've smelled before, and I have a memory attached to that, so I like that aspect of it. But yeah, I wouldn't really wear this. It smells like my grandpa's old cologne aftershave splash that he gave me for my middle school dance, which was Obsession. The little like brownish bottle, little dabber bottle, pop it on, tied my tie. I went and danced with enough room for Jesus in between, I guess. Oh, Lord. All right.
We got some activity in the chat.
Let's see.
Cover the chat first.
Saga says, Rana, hit me up via email if you'd like to sample anything from my collection. That's huge. That could be cool.
Without rose. She
There's a
specifically
few
put
without rose. See, I don't really know that you don't like rose. I just think that you haven't found a rose that you like because you hear no. And what I meant by that and my runaround point was that I think when you hear the word rose, you tune out. You know, hey, I don't like rose. So if I tricked you and I said, ooh, what do you think of this one? And you smell, ooh, and then I say rose, you're gonna be like, there's no rose in that. You're a liar. You gotta find the right one.
You are a liar.
Have a bottle of Drakkar in my bathroom. Come on.
That's where you used to put it. I mean, come on. Before you got knowledgeable.
I have the humidity and temperature fluctuations for it to smell right. All right. Same offer stands to you as well, Christine. Well, it's super thoughtful of you. Once in a while, I wear it. Like you said, the memories. Or come to LA, please visit me, Miss Saga. Ooh, that's a cool. That would be cool. Looking for a wedding fragrance. So maybe I can help you find one. Or at least have fun trying feminine frags. That could be so fun. Rihanna's signature scent, I would say, would be Maderai from Memo Paris. We got half an hour. I could show it if people aren't familiar. She said it's very wonderful. White floral, aromatic, fruity. This is like a super nice jasmine fragrance. Saga, you would probably really like this one. Yeah, look at all that jasmine.
Look at all that jasmine.
Tuberose, peach. It's beautiful, actually.
All those white florals.
And this one has awesome performance. Like, I'm jealous. It smells awesome. Compared to J'adore, right? I could see that. But yeah, this is a great one. This is what Rihanna wears a lot. And then she also wears I think it's this one. She wears this one a lot too. All right, well, apparently people say that this one is unisex. I just think of Rihanna when I smell this one. The other one that she's wearing, and I think what she's talking about is Burberry. Which one is it? Burberry Touch? Yeah, this one. She wears this one as well.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Red pepper.
Those are the three that Rihanna wears most often. Which one? Burberry? Burberry. She said it smells rich. It makes her feel rich. So if we can't be rich, we might as well smell rich, right? All right, let's move on to... All right, we're still in the ouds. Oud Noir.
Yep, Oud Noir. Is someone still here from my group? They'll be real happy.
I like this. It's kind of medicinal. There's something very tingly to the nose.
This one was
kind of fruity. I would be curious if there's like black currant or something in here kind of giving this jammy fruity thing with something to give that tingle. What do you think of this one? What were we going to say, Neal? I feel like I cut you off midpoint.
Was like my second favorite of the Discovery box.
It burned her eyes.
Ooh.
It's definitely one. If you smell it too intensely up close, then yeah, I could see that doing it. Again. She can't place how she feels about it. That's all right. I agree with that. I think that's a purple scent too. I get like a dark purple. But now I get the oud coming out more in it, actually. There's rose in this too. This smells completely different than what I just handed you, so it's really weird that it changes that quickly on the test strip. Like, it has me questioning if I handed you the right one, but I know that I handed you the right strip. That's crazy. Raspberry blackcurrant. All
There you
right.
go.
Raspberry, blackcurrant, bergamot, rose, pink pepper, patchouli, rose oxide, Indian oud. So Indian oud, I'm not super familiar with, but I think kind of the reputation that it gets is it's kind of funky, like very funky.
Yeah.
And, all right, so I felt like I got a little bit of something boozy, and I didn't say that, but rum makes sense.
Yeah.
So geranium and rum plus the blackcurrant. That was, I think, what I was getting. Maybe the pink pepper in there too. This one's interesting. I actually really like this. What do people compare it to? Ombre Nomad? What was this one? Black oud. I've never smelled there.
I've never smelled black oud either.
What is it? Noir de Noir. Onyx from Aaron Terrence Hughes. Had it, sold it. Don't remember it too much. Don't know what this one is.
I smelled it too. I don't remember too much either.
I don't really think it smells like Ombre Nomad from what I remember.
I don't think so either. Doesn't have that. Doesn't have the same oud. Doesn't have the same type of rose.
Oud rose? Is that why we're
Yeah.
saying it smells like Ombre Nomad?
Yeah, there's oud and there's rose. It must be ombre nomad. No.
Yeah, it must be. I don't know. Yeah, I like this one. I think, yeah, this and Immortal Lust and I think those are the ones that are sticking out so far.
Mhm.
And obviously Blueberry Morning as well. All right, let's get caught up. Saga travels to SoCal yearly. There you go. That would be such a cool collaboration.
Yeah.
LA meetup, I believe, on May 31st. Huh. There's a couple people on Tampa that have been trying to get together for like a fragrance trade sale thing. We'll see if that ever happens.
That'd be interesting.
All right. Moving on to Santal Vanille. Also pretty dark.
It's a theme.
All right.
Interested to see how you feel about this one.
We're going to see. 3 sprays. Vanilla bean, leather, tobacco. Oh, is there birch tar or something in here? There's something kind of... My first placement of it would be birch tar, but I know that that's banned now, so I don't know that that's actually in this.
Yeah.
But it's kind of giving that leather tobacco Zaharoff thing that is very rich and sticky. The vanilla at first was kind of like a vanilla bean ice cream sort of thing, but not so sweet, like a vanilla bean.
Like a natural vanilla.
Yeah, absolutely. I get natural vanilla for sure, but I get, I'm guessing it's not in here, but the sort of birch tar, I don't really know how to describe it other than it's very sticky and dark and very unforgiving. It's very like, can come off kind of harsh, but there's definitely this natural vanilla bean or pod smell to this. I'm guessing maybe some saffron or something. Maybe that's kind of the leathery aspect that I'm getting here. I don't know. Yeah, leather. Milk and carrot and what? Really?
Yeah, you get the benzoin and the smoky Palo Santo.
Maybe.
Also, the leather, like the leather accord, right? You're gonna get some smokiness in that.
What the dry down smells like. Did you hear her?
I heard that one. She's not a fan.
Let me spray the opening because it smells better at the beginning.
She's like, no.
Smell it quick. Vanilla, right? Like vanilla bean.
It smells like my cherry throat almost.
Oh no, she says it smells like the cherry throat.
Lozenges?
No, the spray. I forget what it's called.
Oh,
You know exactly what I'm
Yeah,
talking
I know.
about, right?
In my record mouth.
In a dark green bottle.
Yeah, the Vicks.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like an antiseptic spray, right? Hold on. Yeah, it's like cherry throat numbing spray. There's a name for it, and I'm forgetting it. Yeah, the chloroseptic spray. Ugh. I don't know. I can't share, but look up chloroseptic spray, and you'll see what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't so much get it, but I know what she means.
Do you smell the sandalwood? Because that's one thing. Like it came out for me a bit.
This has me thinking that I don't actually know what sandalwood smells like if you get prominent sandalwood. I get a little bit of woodiness, but it's kind of dark woods, like maybe the Palo Santo, like you said, from this oud. I don't get like what I would think of as a typical sandalwood. No.
Interesting. The more it's not around, I think the
milk
more
and carrot, I'm at a loss.
Yeah.
I don't get it all.
I didn't get the milk and the carrot part either myself.
I don't get the green apple either. I don't know.
You know, carrot's kind of funny because carrot, like the actual carrot,
I
right?
don't know what carrot smells like.
Is kind of
What does a carrot smell like?
go into your kitchen.
I
pull
just
out a
had
carrot
We have a carrot. Go get a carrot, please.
and smell it. We know you got one in the house. Come on. It is kind of woody.
A powdery, earthy note. Oh, that's carrot seed. Well, when we talk about carrot as a note, are we talking about carrot seed? Or the
Sometimes
actual
you see carrot seed and sometimes you see carrot. I'm pretty sure this one's more carrot.
people distilling carrot oil? Is that a thing?
Could be.
All right.
There you go.
It just
Now
hit
smell
the
it.
screen.
Quickly, smell it. It's kind of woody, right?
Kind of sweet.
Yeah, a little sweet.
Okay. What's up, Doc?
Now we've turned it into a muck.
I don't know. Milk and carrot, I don't get at all. What do you think? She said there's no carrot.
Well, in this almost
Should I
Roja,
say that out loud?
Roja
It
breath.
says, and I quote, "That is a terrible scent. I don't want anyone to wear that around me." All right. Well, this is the thing, right? It's very polarizing. So that's how you know some people are going to love it, some people are going to hate it. That's okay. Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Blaine said, "Go get me a cup of milk."
And smell it. Don't do that. You don't need to do that.
Just kidding. All right. I wasn't intending on eating in the stream, but carrot's good. All right. This has been a really random stream, but I've been having fun.
Yeah.
All right. The background music is kind of killing me now.
Time to turn it down a little bit.
Do you guys even hear this background music at all? Because I hear it right now, and it feels like I'm like paused in a Mario Kart like lobby for hours. Anyway, I got Tabac du Jour right here next. Let's see what this is about. Okay.
You want to talk about one that smells like
Honey and tobacco, and this kind of smells like zoologist bee a little bit. Not so sweet though.
yeah.
I would be absolutely floored if there's not honey listed as a note in this. I'm getting honey tobacco right now. It smells very nice. And again, so these are so weird to me because some of them are so linear on the strip, and others I literally hand Rihanna the strip, she hands it back 30 seconds later, and it smells completely
changed.
different.
Yeah.
But this is like a medium-bodied tobacco. Like think like Zaharoff signature tobacco with drizzled in honey. This is really nice too. Let's see what's actually in it. Come on, be honey, please. Immortal, is that what's doing it?
Yep.
Dried fruits. I haven't seen dried fruits listed like that since like Straight to Heaven.
It doesn't smell like that though.
Poplar buds. I don't really know. I literally have never heard of this. Or this. Is that the... Oh, it's the same thing, I'm guessing. Resins and balsams? Yeah, there's something kind of syrupy about this. Saga says, I prefer the chilled drum beat background. Which one? Did I use that one before?
Yeah. Yeah, you had a different... This was new. This was not the same one you...
Was it this one?
No.
Oh, it's this one. I'm so stupid. I had the wrong background music the whole time. This was for sure it. There you go, Saga. We'll make the last 15 minutes of the stream pleasurable, I guess.
The chill.
Yeah, this is so much better. Oh my god. Blaine says, do you smell the beaver butt? I do smell the beaver butt, and I like it. Castoreum. Castoreum is like anal glands of the beaver, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm literally going to pin it to the screen. You smell the beaver butt in there? I like this one. I like this one a lot, actually. There's a little bit of delay on it. I think there's like a 10 or 15 second delay, at least. But yeah, these are... I've actually been surprised by some of these. Some of them are kind of the normal feedback, I'll say, for this brand, but some of these are actually very good. What do you think about this one? Am I crazy? Where do you kind of rank this among?
This should be fourth, I think. Third, maybe third. Yeah.
It's kind of the.
I kind of like. I did like the Santal vanilla one a little bit more than this one. I think when I first smelled it.
I don't know. I wouldn't put this tobacco. All right, so kind of as I look at it, we got one more, and then we'll rank them, I guess. Well, let's do that first before I get ahead of myself.
Yes, go to the last one.
Anything else you want to say about this one?
No. This is another one that kind of got like smoky as time went on. To the point, that's the reason why it went down further on my list, because the longer it sat there on the strip and the more I went back to it, the more I didn't like it.
Yeah.
As much as I liked it at first.
I missed some stuff in here. Milk carrot gives off an iris vibe. Interesting. All right. Yeah. This is a whole different thing. I told Neal to give me a thumbnail picture, and he's like, what? You want me to make a thumbnail? I've never done that. I was like, no, just do like the picture. But
the first one I took it, and my hand was like so much bigger. I was like, whoa, okay, no, I'm not sending him that one. And I had my hand literally this close, but it was like, for some reason it looked like it was like twice the size of it, what it was or what it is.
I like Valentine. Cherry and violet. I smell violet for sure, because I got a little bit of that Fahrenheit DNA that I'll call it. French Defense who?
Go watch your ATH French Defense video.
Valentine. Valentine is good. All right, cool. I'm valid.
There you go.
Violet.
Yep.
All right, where's the cherry? Oh.
No cherry.
All right, well, it's a match. Orange, raspberry, orange blossom, rose, jasmine. So I don't know. Maybe that makes a cherry accord. Who knows?
Cognac can kind of sometimes smell
True.
kind of cherryish.
Like a cherry
Well, also
woodiness to it.
You remember heliotrope? Heliotrope is how they create almond, and almond
Right.
and cherry are very similar.
That's true. This one is really nice. Wow, these all right, I'm actually surprised. I am.
That one's kind of like the most designer-esque in nature,
Yes.
but it changes to something that's not designer-esque as it develops longer and longer.
I'm interested about this white chocolate accord. This smells really well blended. Like, all right, so what we were talking about of having it kind of, there's a smell here, here, here. This smells like an actual fragrance. This is nice. And that's not to say that the others didn't, but like this is very obviously smoothed out.
This is something you're be more familiar with.
Right.
Like if you wanted an introduction to the brand, this and Blueberry Morning would probably be the two that I would suggest checking out first.
Yeah. I would put Tabac du Jour up there too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I got to say, this turned out a lot better than I was anticipating because I had tried just a handful of the ones that I've had before, and it was like, I don't know, like, I'm scared I won't like them. But actually, I think I like more of these than I dislike them. So I'd call that a win. And again, guys, this is independent niche perfumery. This is a small operation, guy that's going out trying to do his thing. And this is honestly very good. Like, I would very easily encourage you guys to sample from this house and see if there's anything that catches your eye, just because he seems like a good dude, right? Like, he's trying something different. He puts a lot of work into this. Like, this sample set is freaking gorgeous. They're very different. I would say, again, like Neal said, this is probably the most pedestrian of them, like more designer built, but that's not a bad thing. It still smells different than what you could get at Macy's or Dillard's. So anyway, yeah, I guess let me kind of somewhat rank them. This might take a second. Let me go from... Oh boy. I don't have them labeled.
That's why I was saying it'd be a good idea to put the initial or something on them.
Yeah. Unlucky. Well, here's my order. Did I like Oud Noir? I did, didn't I?
Did.
Let me spray Oud Noir again because I'm having trouble placing that. Oh yeah, I did like this one.
Go from your least like to your most like.
Huh. Well, that's tough because I was going in the opposite of that.
Well, then once you figure out your order, just go in the opposite.
Yeah. Huh. Where's the Blueberry Morning at?
Did you lose it again?
I already got it out. Okay. Actually, I gotta say, I don't think my favorite's Blueberry Morning. One moment, please. I gotta figure this out. Because, I don't think my favorite's Blueberry Morning. Damn, this is difficult. All right, let me put them out here, and then I'll rate them back. Let's see. Is this everything? All right. You want them from least favorite to favorite?
Let's go that way.
Sadrat Summer.
Okay.
That was the worst one to me. Oud Fougere. This pains me to say. Orange Oud Sickle. Santal Vanille. Oud Noir. Eau de Chypre. Tabac de Jour. Blueberry Morning is third.
Oh,
Valentine and Immortal Lust, I think, is my favorite one.
think you'd get a 10 ml of it?
Yeah, I do actually. I really like Valentine. I don't know. Now I'm thinking about putting Valentine to the front. Does that mean I'm a fake niche snob if I put the most designer one at the front?
It's the one your nose is most accustomed to.
That very well could be it. What do you think of this one, Rihanna? Fighting with Nikki. Rihanna said it makes her think of dinosaurs.
Okay.
Jurassic Park, or I like this one. I like this one a lot.
It smells like the sugar sticks you used to get from like old-fashioned candy stores.
She says Immortal Lust smells like the sugar sticks that you get from like a general store.
Okay.
Yeah. Did I miss anything? Is this one super floral? Which one was this? Was that
The last one we were?
Was that Valentine?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it is super floral unless you think violet is super floral. I mean, it is a floral, but
Yeah.
no, this is super well balanced. Be good. Not that. Listen, it was a good idea. I just didn't heed his advice, so it's all right.
Wasn't the first
Gian,
time.
what's up? Good to see you. Saying hi, saying hi. Is there something else? I feel like there was another one that we're supposed to smell, but maybe not. Maybe that's all she wrote. You want to give your order? Do you have it?
It's kind of hard when not smelling them with you. My number one is just Blueberry Morning.
So you don't have your 4-month-old test strips anymore?
Yeah, I don't have my 4-month-old tester anymore. I would probably put Oud Noir maybe third. So Blueberry Morning first. Either go Valentine or
You like Santal Vanille, right?
or Santal would be second. I'll say Valentine second. And then Santal third, and then Oud Noir fourth. And I think Immortal fifth. Like I have Immortal further down there for me, as because it wasn't as good to me as it dried down.
And that could be.
It could. Like, come back to it tomorrow in the morning when you get up, sniff on it and see what you think about it.
I'll have to do that. I'm going to put them. I put them in the order from left to right as my most favorite to my least favorite. So when Saga and Sean get this, they can bear that in mind.
Yeah.
But I think that's it, guys. I mean, we talked about the scent of the days. I smelled the Rosendo Mateo number 5 elixir. We did this funny thing with Joel and your Discord buddy.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's it, guys. I always get sad about wrapping up the show, but I appreciate you guys hanging out, and see you again next week.
Take care.
And once we're done with this box, excuse me, there's only a few more left. I mean, we could probably wrap this up next week if we got very ambitious about it. But I think there's probably
1 or 2
No.
more weeks.
Yeah, there's probably 2 more weeks if I'm
Yeah.
being honest. This is the one that I think smelled like weed. Megesha.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it literally says cannabis on it.
Yeah, yes.
So that'll be Blaine's favorite fragrance.
Yep.
But all right, well, I appreciate you guys coming in. Leave a like before you leave, and we'll see you next week. See you later.